Hello, in today's video we are going to be looking at making a dream catcher. So things I have are feathers and some yarn and some beads, and then 2 metal hoops of differing sizes. So the first thing I'm doing is unravelling my yarn. Now this is a really nice one. It's white but it's got kind of like a glittery thread on the inside, but you can choose whichever one you want. And I've cut a really nice long strip, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot just on the hoop, and that's going to be my starting position. It could be anywhere because it's a hoop, it's a circle. I'm tying it really tight because it's metal and it slides. So now I'm going to start wrapping it round. Now this is the process that takes a long time. So I'm just wrapping it round and then pulling the thread back through. It's really important that you do that in case it starts getting a little bit knotty. But yeah, just wrapping it round and pulling it back through. It does take a long time, but it's therapeutic. Just relax, take your time. So I've gone with a thick texture, so I like to put a little cross pattern on it, and just do that by doing an extra couple of layers of yarn over the top. It's up to you however you want to do it. And then when you come to the end of your string or thread or yarn, what I'm doing is adding in another strip to it. So I'm cutting a really long strip of yarn, and then I'm going to attach them together with a knot. It's a little bit difficult to do one-handed, but there we go. So I've got the 2 ends now, and I'm just going to tie them in a knot, and then I'm just going to continue the process that I did before. So wrapping the yarn around the hoop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up this knot. You can see that I'm pulling on there. I'm going to cover up this knot by wrapping the yarn over it. So holding it down. There you go. So I'm just wrapping the yarn over it like that. And that is securing it. So in this video I'm just showing you the difference in style. So this one is what happens when you don't go back over it, and that's what happens when you go back over it with the yarn. I prefer that one, makes it look a little bit more rustic, but it's up to you, it's your design. You can have it neater looking if you prefer, but I like it kind of rustic. And then here I am, I'm at the end of my thread, so I've just knotted it then. So these are my beads. Now I'm going for a Christmas kind of theme. So I'm going to paint them white, which is really difficult with one hand, rolling away. And then I'm actually covering them in PVA glue and then dropping them in a bag of glitter. So it's giving that fake snow kind of vibe. And you can do anything you want. I just had a bag of glitter and I really like shiny things. So I'm going to leave those to dry. And then this is the making of it. So you split your circle into 8 sections. And this is going to be the pattern of the dream catcher. So 8 equal parts. This is the YouTube video I watched. I really recommend watching this. Definitely need to have a look at it, and it will help you. So Arvind Gupta, really good. So yeah, so the process is I've knotted it in one part, and then you go over and under on the notch that you marked out on one of the 8 notches, and then you pull your string all the way through. Like I said, that YouTube video is so helpful, or you can just Google how to do it because there's lots of different pattern designs and you can choose from. So there we go, so that's over and under, and then you do that all the way around and you get something that looks like this. And then you're going to repeat the same thing, tie a knot in the middle of one of those strands, and then you're going through the middle of each now, over and under on all of the each segments. Yeah, something that looks like that. And then you keep going, and then I just had a little bit of spare yarn, so I just popped a little Christmas bead in the middle to make it look nice. And then I did the same with the smaller hoop. Like I said, please go and have a look at that video on YouTube. Really good. And here I'm attaching the 2 hoops together with one of my Christmas beads and some yarn, and I'm going to make some extra tight knots in that just to make sure that it's secure. and then it's free moving as well, which is nice. I've decided to mark out where I want my beads to go, so I need to paint these two white on each side, and it's just so that the yarn doesn't fall flat going down the sides, so it's just got something to stick out the sides and it can drape down. And then here's one of my finished ones, some pretty feathers and the Christmas balls. So there we go, I'm just showing you that I'm going to hot glue gun the feathers into the Christmas balls, I guess, beads, and I'm going to do it to all of them. You need to be very careful if you're using a hot glue gun. It's very, very difficult to try and not burn yourself. Yeah, and then going to attach all the beads together in my pattern. It's up to you how you want your pattern to go, and then I've just knotted them around the neck so they can hang down, and then I'm going to repeat it to the other side, so make sure that it's symmetrical, and it's completely up to you how you decide to do it. And then once it's finished, it can look something like this, which I'm very happy about, and I love how it's up to you how you design it. So have fun and enjoy.